Throughout each day, during your time of thinking, what do you think about? Basically, what are the type of thoughts that come across your mind? Do you know the true level or the true natural ability of your mindset? Listen closely. If you did not know, nor have you recognized, but we all have thoughts every second of the day. There's no doubt about that. And as long as you and I have breath in us, there's no way around it. We can never have a blank mindset per se. So no matter what, we just can't get away from not thinking. So did you know that your thoughts are the most significant thing, the most precious thing, the most important and the most vital aspect of our lives that makes us who we are and transcends life into what it is without limitations? Now that's deep. And this can all derive off of just one simple thought. Can you believe that? If just one simple thought can transcend life without limitations, imagine having many thoughts in that aspect. Wow, what would life be like then? Take a second to breathe and think about that for a moment. Okay, now at this point, let me introduce myself for those of you who may not know me already. My name is Antonio DeAndra, and I am a resource speaker for Domination of the Mind, in which I put together many projects under this umbrella to bring you continuous information on mindset, consciousness, our subconscious thoughts, and physical actions by applying life substances to this part of our lives. I may not have mentioned how important your mind is. Here is the importance of your mind to what you should know is that what we think about sets the foundation in the course of who we are and who we will become. Simply put, our mind is our true lifeline. Believe that. Why do you think the Bible says in Philippians 4:7, which reads, "And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your heart and your mind in Jesus Christ." Guarding your mind and all that you are sets the course in everyone's lives. And I say this because our spirit nature comes from pure thinking, which are the attitudes and the characteristics founded into life, which surpasses over into physical ability of the real world as we know it, out in the open, recognized as reality. This is our world. Our life transcended and transformed from mere thought concept to physical beings in action. Listen, in our minds, there is no hold back to whatever we want to do or whatever we want to be. But what the problem is, most of us do not know this concept. All we know are the things that we can see right in front of us, or merely the things that we can only physically touch and grasp that's in our reach. So why is it that we don't know our full capability, our full potentials? Why is it that we don't know who we truly are? Well, if we knew better, we would do better. But most of us are more acceptable, more comfortable in life to where we are at this present moment. In other words, you like where you are now and what you have become in life. So by this accomplishment of whom you are today, you have accepted this responsibility of your life from yesterday. Listen, our minds are developed to a certain extent. Some of us seem to be more mature than others, and the odd part about it is a lot of us have grown up in the same household, thinking and may even say, "So how could you be such a different person than I am?" Our parents and grandparents have taught us the same principles about how life is and about how we should be living our lives, but yet we still seem to be very different individuals. Yes, we are siblings, but yet we think so much differently from each other. Why is that? Every thought has a certain vibration that's conceivable to the patterns of life. You're either on or you're either off, but you have to decide and make that choice. So why should I think outside the box? Why should I make things any harder than what they are? What type of mindset do I have? What type of mindset do you have? Who are you? Where are you going? What are you doing? Where do you want to be? Do you know the road you are traveling? Who will you meet along the way? How much time do I have for anything, or how much time do I have just to live? Listen, all of that being said can be a lot for anyone's brain to handle at any time. It can be frustrating and stressful for a person to answer those type of questionnaires. A person may come to the conclusion, I don't want to think like this. But to get away in silence just so your brain can actually process the realization of how life works from those perspectives, I suppose so. I guess I have to allow this to be my thought process. A person has to take the time to think, and this is how we have to function every day throughout our lives, as though it seems. Otherwise, there is so much unnecessary noise and useless thoughts going on in our heads, is that we never take the time to figure out what is real and what is a facade to the acceptance of our lives. We never take time to just figure out who we truly are. We never take the time to just have a moment alone to ourselves, period. But when we do, we don't utilize our solitude to its full potential. Listen to me closely. One of the problems are everyone knows a great deal about somebody else and can tell you the next move a person is going to make, but knows nothing about the future of their own lives. But if you literally take some time for yourself to get to know you and what you're about, you may discover whom you really are, what you're capable of, also what you will or will not accept from the next person or the next situation that is a downcast that you may deem it to be. So during the time of unwinding and relaxation is the time to reflect on getting your thoughts together. This also can be the time for educating yourself to new heights and maturing your mind to a bigger and broader way of thinking. The mature you can explore and expand your mind, then act upon these new findings. Your life can reap the benefits of a newly lifestyle that's more beneficial than the one you are hosting right now, especially a certain lifestyle you didn't think that you could have. Believe this, everything starts within your mind. No matter how you want to chop it up, spin it, turn it, or swivel it, you're still going to have to go through the process of thinking things out, or at least you should, and there's just no way around it. So you may as well just face the fact, and that's just how the brain functions. On the surface, we all know life is a thinking man's game, right? Then why not hold your thoughts in the highest regards possible? Then turn around to protect that with all your secured strength. In this case, you know you could develop a certain level of life's maturity to enhance the possibilities of better choices to come up with an overall better lifestyle and one who can impact and also improve the world altogether. Stand up for something, but let your thoughts stand out through your actions. You're capable of greatness thereof, but you just have to believe that. Only those who lack the ability to use their brains are the same ones who doubt and talk down of those of us who do. Personally, I used to be someone who used to let others dictate and sway my thinking. The lack of confidence I had, it instilled fear in me in so many ways. I didn't think for myself. I let others talk or tell me how to think, and what to do. And the bad part about it is most of the information I was receiving from others was actually negative information that I literally couldn't apply rarely any of it to my own life. It was just troublesome information that had no type of true substance to boost me forward in life. And who wants to have thoughts like that? Surely not I. But at the time I did. I allowed that. I accepted that, which was wrong on my behalf. Did I know any better? I don't know. Although, on the same hand, the things that were said to me that could boost me forward, I couldn't comprehend it nor decipher through it because most of it was mixed with bad and negative information. In other words, I didn't know who I was. I'm quite sure there are so many of you out here who experienced the same thing. Because I didn't know who I was, I didn't understand any of the information of what I had received, let alone how to truly apply the right information to my life. With all of that being said, it turns out to be a serious case of the follower's mindset attitude for anyone who possesses such mentality in which you could be headed down the wrong path. People will tell you things that work for them. And there's nothing wrong with that, especially from the ones that have good intentions, which means deep inside, they have your best interests in mind, or at least they should. The problem with this is, does the information which is given actually works for you? Sometimes you have to dissect each part of the info to pick out what actually works and what does not. You truly don't know until you begin to calculate, even circulating through the circumstances of which to apply, then working it in action. Now you're in the mode of deciphering what's what. This type of mindset we all face consistently and constantly on a daily basis, whether it be from someone telling us something or just off the environment of our own thoughts. Certain paths take us down unpredictable journeys, and we have to figure out the ideal voyage of which we want to travel. It would never be a completely smooth road, but even with that, our intelligence will be shaken up a bit to mature us and to bring about characteristics to make us whom we will become within our own thoughts of whom we are. Listen, you can, if you can understand that, then you can understand your true mindset of yourself. Now, that is the true mindset of you. Time to recognize. My name is Antonio DeAndra. I thank you for listening. Until you hear me again, stay blessed and share that love with others. Take care.